Happy New Year, YouTube. Hope you're doing great. We've got a casted game here between Delhi Sultanate, Szalami, playing versus Grubby. You know both these players, big streamers, YouTubers, all that jazz. And Grubby's playing as the English. And this game caught my eye because I generally find the English to be quite strong against the Delhi Sultanate. This is a non-hybrid map, which many people consider Delhi to be a better pick on hybrid maps. So curious to see how this pans out, how Szalami goes about defending a possible longbow rush that I assume we'll see out of Grubby. Grubby building his house there right outside of his town center range so he could build farms. I'm not really sure if this is as important to build like this with the English, since you just kind of want to build around your mill. So I don't think it's too advantageous actually to build. Sometimes you want to like leave the gap for the farms, right? But for the English, I don't know if it really matters a ton, because you're not going to build straight up around here, or this would he would need a mill here or something. So anyways, Grubby going for his forward gold. Now Szalami's known for some cheese. We'll have to see here on Dry Arabia if he will, what he'll do. Will he try to do some kind of like tower rush versus the English, or some walling or something crazy? English hit really hard, of course, with their longbows. Now, one thing I will note about Szalami's spawn, he's in a nice spot. His gold and wood line is behind his town center. This is very good because your biggest threat is usually the longbows pushing you off your wood line. So he's got two wood lines kind of to the side of his town center. Also, his gold's pretty far back, so this is good for him. His food, however, is way out in front. But what you see Szalami doing here is he going for the berries first, and then he's going to fall back to the sheep once he's under pressure later. So I know that's a good way to play as far as your food with Delhi. Sometimes you don't want to do the walking early on for berries, but against English, I think this is a really good decision. And it does look like Szalami's rocking currently a single scout. Let's see a scouting pattern. Just went for a circle. Looks like Grubby has gone right across the map trying to pick up sheep, but it looks like he's only got 2 so far. Oh no, he got a lot of sheep back there. So, but Szalami having a decent amount. He'll turn those in soon. Now I do know Szalami's already transitioned to wood. He currently has 8 on food, 2 on gold, and now 3 on wood. And there we go. He is aging up with the Dome of Faith. Makes those cheaper scholars so that you can increase the research speed of the Delhi Sultanate, because all of their techs are free, but it does have takes a long time. You garrison these scholars inside the Dome of Faith. Now another thing, one nice thing about this map is there's 3 sacred sites that are kind of spread out. So Delhi could come out and take these with Sanctity later on. Those are 200 gold apiece if they can grab that. Looking at the spawn of these here, I think they're pretty even. I would almost say the sacred sites. Nah, I think this is about as even as you get. So I think map spawn's pretty good. Looking at the wood spawns back here in Grubby's base, he's got his 2 wood lines kind of towards the front of his base, food in the back. Kind of the opposite of what Szalami has, but his gold's way down front. Kind of unfortunate for him. But let's see if Szalami does any cheese or anything in the second age. Now, I do see a mosque going up. I'd imagine he'll either go for Sanctity or efficient production here. I think Sanctity is probably the better thing to do, but I don't know. He might go for efficient production and Cav. Honestly, I've watched him play a few English games, and I think he's going to go for these professional scouts. You see he's already doing the wheelbarrow. That wheelbarrow is going to be complete here in another minute or so, and then he's going to start survival tech. Wait, hold on. I think he'll go. I don't know. We'll have to see if he drops a stable. He likes to go for professional scouts because he can bring in these food. And a lot of times the English won't go for professional scouts because for the English, it's a big investment when their farming rates. Their farms are cheap, right? 37 wood. And they farm, as good as what most civilizations would do for their hunting. So now opening right away with the barracks and a council hall. So I believe this indicates there will be some early pressure out of Grubby. He has scouted the gold mine. Now if Szalami does go for those professional scouts, it could help him with his turtling. He's just now reached the second age. Let's see if he queues that up, possibly. I do see efficient production is already halfway done, and then he's going into Sanctity here. Okay, we do see a stable. Now, these early barracks could be an issue, because if we have Spearman out on the field early on, that could be kind of an issue if he's going stable only for Szalami. No professional scouts in queue yet. He is queuing up scholars to garrison, increase those research speeds. Grubby doing typical English stuff. He's just training his units, sending them across the map. We see longbows and pikes. We see a lot of English players go for some sort of like tower rush because the towers increase your attack speed. But it doesn't look like Grubby's done that right now. But Grubby should be able to, if he runs in here right now, he should be able to easily deny these berries. So there we go, taking some shots at those villagers. But as I mentioned earlier, he's just going to fall back to his sheep. But he doesn't have a ton of them. And going for farming. So I don't think we're going to see any professional scouts here. He's actually already going for farming upgrades. Going for a blacksmith. I think he'll go for his ranged armor first. But with these spearmen in here so early on, this is going to be difficult for Szalami. I would imagine Grubby maybe will go for, after he gets enough res in the bank, we'll think about getting those rams in there. And we'll go for maybe a push here. Already putting some pressure on Szalami. And there we do see that iron undermesh coming in so we can get that +1. And he's continuing to train his horsemen. Running out to maybe look to pick up either the reinforcements, but it does look like Grubby is aware of this. I think he saw him run away. So he's kind of aware that this is going on. Trying to, these longbows aren't getting any value yet. They haven't been able to pick off any villagers. I think they're coming around side the gold, but there's no one on the gold mine. They could perhaps hit the side of this wood. Has to be careful. He gets too close to that town center. He will take some shots. There we go. We do see a spearman taking a little bit of damage there from the town center. About a half health. Another blacksmith coming down, so perhaps going to go to the attack as well. But man, I'm a little nervous if Grubby pushes this a little harder. Although I also noticed that Grubby is not sending a ton of reinforcements. I mean, this without a blacksmith and a ram, this stuff's not going to do a whole lot. I think perhaps that maybe just Szalami running around scared him from just rallying his troops, so maybe it's just kind of interrupting what he was doing. Szalami's definitely not going for a fast castle at the moment. No gold in the bank. He might try to get to sacred sites when Sanctity's done, but there's another 2 minutes until that gets done. Losing some villagers on the back line. 2 villagers will go down. Of course, there's a mill there that will die as well. So a nice pickup for Grubby there. I'm putting him ahead in the villager game. 26 villagers for Szalami, 28 for Grubby. Grubby currently about house, but he's fine for now. Okay, now maybe he can pick up some villagers on the wood line. This would be pretty big. Imagine if he had a tower down here, that could really be devastating. But at the same time, Grubby has kind of backed off on the reinforcements. What was he saving for? Maybe nothing. Oh, he's just been showing in his base. So he, like I kind of mentioned, he was afraid to rally across the map. Just now, a blacksmith coming down. So I would expect... There we go, taking some shots at those villagers. So for Grubby, this is good. He's got a little bit of value out of these longbows. Hasn't lost any units yet. And we do have the... Wait, hold on. He went for steeled arrow. Steeled arrow. Very interesting. He has no archers, but he has steeled arrow. That will help his town center do more attack, or a tower. But losing several villagers here at this wall. I think 2 or 3 villagers just went down right there. Yes, so Grubby continuing to pull ahead in the villager game. This is big. Oh, now... I must have missed... Oh, there is an archer range right there. I just missed it. So that's why he's going for the steeled arrow. Got another minute till that comes in, but it looks like maybe he might take this engagement a little early. Taking some shots at the scout already. Grubby is currently cornered, and archers do well against longbows if they can get in range. They do have more speed. And there we go. You see him taking some shots as longbows. If he can pick up the spearmen, it'll really help the situation here. So currently Szalami boxing at that army. Though he did lose some villagers... he is backing Grubby off. Grubby is kind of in the corner here. He needs to be careful. But this could be a lot of value for Szalami to pick up. See him microing the spearman back, this cav back. Not going to let the horseman take damage from the spears. Although, there we go. Horseman does go down pretty easily when the spears are able to hit. But now it does look like Szalami is going to get a full cleanup of Grubby's army. So Grubby is up on the villager game, but he has just lost a lot of units. So... perhaps Szalami can do something with this. At the very least, he can maybe have the room now to go out and take these sacred sites. Let's see. There we go. You see the scholars coming out, so that's exactly what he's going to do. If he can capture all 3 of them, that would be 600 gold per minute and be all he needs to age up to the castle age. But we do see a scholar taking damage out in the middle of the field, although Szalami's army is on the way to reinforce. But this is what Szalami needed. He needed to get a military victory. And honestly, so he's lost villagers, right? He's down, 6 villagers? But all of that can be changed by capturing these sacred sites, right? The sacred sites will give him what he needs to get to the next age. So it's basically act as villagers, right? So Szalami coming out here and boxing out Grubby's army while where did that monk go? Scholar rather. Okay, first sacred site being grabbed. Little engagement there in the middle, but the archers seem to be outnumbering. He's also outnumbering the tech at the moment. We do see those horsemen getting up on those longbows and the spears going down. So a little bit of back and forth. Let's go check out the blacksmith here. So it does look like Szalami has both of his ranged upgrades. I'm sorry, not Grubby does, not Szalami. Okay, here we go. Now Grubby's starting to get a little bit of a mass here. He's got these spearmen. He needs to deal with the horsemen. Getting the spearmen, boxing them out, and now the longbows are in a good mass, and I think he should be able to clean this up. And now for Grubby, he's ahead in villagers. He's just wiped out Delhi's army. Is this enough for Szalami to hold on? Trying to build a tower there, but here comes the spearman. I'm not sure if that tower is going to get completed. So far, one sacred site was captured, so that's some gold for Szalami. Now, realize he's not gathering any gold. So any gold you see coming in right now for Szalami, that's the sacred site gold he's getting. Spearman getting on that villager. Look on the villager count, 34 for Szalami versus the 39 of Grubby. Looks like we have a horseman on the back line. Maybe you could pick up a villager or two here if he realizes. Yep, let's see if he gets one. Villager taking shots. Maybe goes down. Nope, going to escape, but going after the longbows. But spearmen right behind them. These horsemen are likely going to get cleaned up. Well, down here we have spearmen killing a villager. And then that sacred site's going to be going down, but not before Szalami gets a little bit of gold out of it. Grubby building his own tower here towards the middle. So, man, we've got quite a scrappy little game here already. I would say advantage is currently Grubby. He's got his farm, so he's stabilizing his economy. A little bit of investment, obviously, in these farms, but they're cheap for the English. They only cost 37 wood. But he's been doing a pretty good job at killing those horseman raids. He's got longbows down the map. He's got spearmen. I feel like this is a good spot for Grubby to be in. Szalami only was able to get a little bit of gold out of those sacred sites. What is this? So putting down another archery range. Now he could go for some efficient production, which he did here. We see archers have been being spammed out. He can train those 7 seconds it takes to get those. But here we go. You got horsemen on the front line. Archers trying to take out the spears. But longbow's just kiting back at the moment. And there we go. Both horsemen going down. I think this was probably a military victory currently for Grubby. But now Szalami will be able to produce. You got to think about when they have efficient production. This is like the might of 2 archer ranges, right? So they're getting them in 7 seconds. He's got 2 of these. So 2 archers every 7 seconds right now. And you can see Szalami has a macroed for this. He's got all food and wood going. He could honestly almost drop another archer range, but I think he's making horsemen as well. So this will be fine. Working on building some houses on the back line. But, I mean, Grubby could work towards aging right now, which it does look like he has 300 gold. I think he's starting to think about aging up. And it does look like what he's working to do. For Szalami, without those sacred sites, this is a really tough situation to be in. And Grubby's making sure he doesn't grab that middle one. He's got a tower there, tower on the left side, and I bet we'll see a tower on the right side soon. And there we go. A few of the reinforcements for Szalami just being picked off by the longbows. I mean, this is looking increasingly better and better for Grubby as we go on. 46 vills for Grubby versus the 39 of Szalami. Szalami has his archers, but they are running around. He's got 18 of those versus the 20 plus longbows plus some spearmen. I feel like this is advantage Grubby if he can get this fight. And you see Szalami sitting in the forest and being caught off guard. There we go. Spearmen being targeted down. So this horseman will get a few longbow kills here. Will it be enough? There might be a few low HP longbows in the mix. You do see a few of them here. But with the reinforcements now, it's actually looking like this fight might be turning in the favor of Szalami. He's kind of kiting back into the corner. This is the same thing that happened earlier. I feel like if Grubby was able to escape with his army, he could have been in a pretty good spot. But now we got 19 archers versus the 10 longbows. These longbows certainly are going to be going down. Grubby doing his best to get some value, kiting with them, but they are eventually going to die. So a good pickup there for Szalami. But again, look at this eco. Currently, Grubby is ahead. But let's see what's going on back at home. He's got his blacksmith upgrades in. Continuing to make a horseman. Does he have his Oh, you know what? He now has his insulated helm, or he got his melee defense too, so that does help his horsemen up against the spearmen. That's something to account for. Does this spear... I don't think we've got spearmen attack in yet. No, we don't. So that's something to account for. The horsemen are doing a little bit better now that those upgrades have come in for Szalami. Now, somehow he was able to sneak this tower there on the right side. Longbow's there. Not going to be able to get the sacred site quite yet. But even just one of these could help him a lot. Grubby getting close to being able to age up at the moment. So man-at-arms in the mix as well. But yeah, lots of archers right now out on the map for Szalami. Looking to push Grubby back just a little bit. And here we go, a little bit of engagement. Horsemen coming in, but the spearmen quickly mopping them up. Oh, one escapes with half health. Archers taking some shots. Now, the man-arms are going to kind of be an issue here. They're going to be more challenging to kill, but with a significant mass of archers, you can handle the man-at-arms. Okay, so that sacred site is captured, so watch that gold count there for Szalami. It's going to be going up for free right now. Bills, 53 for Grubby versus the 46 of Szalami at the moment. You can look at the income per minute there, and you can see, you know, not doing too bad for gold income per minute. Oh, he does have some villagers on gold as well right now. So I think Szalami is looking to age up. You know, I say that as he's building a ram right now. I still think he's trying to age, but that ram will help him take out that tower. We see Szalami has just hit the 600 gold he needs. Grubby could be aging. His macro was a little off. It looks like he just maybe sold some at the market. And there we go. We got the King's Palace coming down. Works as a town center for the English. But at the same time, we've got a ram coming up to deal with that tower. Grubby's moving over to the right. But he's just going to find outposts here. This isn't a great spot. Oh, but he did pick off the Scholar. So that was nice for him. But these archers are going to be a good spot. We also have 3 villagers on the front line for some reason. So some easy villager kills right now for Szalami. Perhaps his villagers were going to build a tower. And we have man-arms going down. Kind of an awkward fight for Grubby. So giving Szalami a little bit of breathing room. And honestly, you know, I think the hardest part with the Delhi Sultanate versus English in this matchup is just surviving the H2 push. And Szalami was able to just really have some excellent timings with his archers and his horsemen in catching Grubby's army kind of out of position a few times. I think if Grubby had maybe built some towers earlier on out front, it could have helped his situation. But now Szalami is getting up to the 3rd age. Of course, so is Grubby. But this could be enough room for Delhi to make something happen. He's still getting that free gold at the moment. And we'll be thinking about getting these relics soon. You see Grubby hitting the 3rd age. That King's Palace going to be training some villagers. And we have the compound defender on the back line for Szalami. This makes it so his infantry can build stone walls. Szalami does have a little bit of stone in the bank. But villagers, looks like 2 villagers going down there right now. I'm not sure if this ram is going to make it here. But archers coming in on the front line. Thank you to Kaczynski for that 2-month resub. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ram doing some damage here. Kind of weird. The man-arms kind of backed off. I think that was a misclick. Now he has to finish. This is a little awkward, but I think he will save his tower for now. The archers on the back line looking to pick up some villagers. But man, this is not a situation you want to be in. Fighting underneath defensive structures of the English is always a risky move. We have our man-at-arms have been upgraded. And he's just losing archers for free right now to this King's Palace. But he is idling his opponent. So for whatever that's worth, you know, that's worth a lot of time. But those archers are running around. But meanwhile, I heard some relics being picked up. I think Szalami's going to get those relics in. Yeah. So I think he has at least 3 relics in his hands right now if those noises serve as right. Maybe pick up a few villagers. Let's see. 52 villagers for Szalami versus the 54 Grubby. So, you know, Szalami did lose some of his archers, but he has closed the gap on this villager lead. There we go. They are now even on villagers. Szalami perhaps going to be ahead for the first time in the game. But of course, are essentially 2 town centers up for the English. Szalami still, we're just rocking the only one town center. He does not have his techs coming yet, and as I suspected, his relics are being garrisoned. The archers getting wiped out right now by those man-arms. These are going to be pretty difficult to deal with, but you know, I think Szalami got the value he needed. He wiped out a few of those archers. He has a sacred site here in the middle. It does look like he's getting stone wall towers. I think this is a ballast. Yeah, this has the ballast to upgrade. A ram coming out for Grubby. Might see Szalami try to take these other sacred sites here soon. But on the back line, we see man-at-arms being trained. 2 barracks at the moment. Nothing out of the archer range. He has started, does look like his, so military academy. So this makes it so he can train units faster. And he's also gone for the forced march, which gives him that sprint ability. Let's see what Grubby's been up to. Grubby is training a bunch of man-arms of his own. He has not gotten the armor clad upgrade yet. What is this? We got a little bit of an engagement. Rams coming in on the towers. Meanwhile, man-arms continuing to just wipe out the remaining archers of Szalami. Where's Salami's army? There's an English mass kind of growing here. He's got rams, he's got towers, he's got longbows. But Salami's... Okay, he has 1 mangonel. Now, mangonels can make a difference, right? I guess a big longbow mass. But he's going to need to pump out some units. This tech will help, but he's still got another 2 minutes till it comes in. Maybe he's going to want to consider dropping down some other barracks. Losing the sacred site would result in his gold income being impacted, which looks like to happen. Szalami has a ton of food right now, so he might need to sell some of that at the market. But I don't know if he has one right now. Oh, he does back here. No, yeah. Oh, he's trading. Very interesting. So Szalami going for a little trading early on here. Interesting. There we go. 2 mangonels getting some nice shots off on these man-arms. This is a good trade here right now for Szalami. Picking off some man-arms to the cost of some mangonel. But now the Grubby knows those man-arms are there. Or, I'm sorry, knows those mangonel are there. Might need to reconsider his push here. But maybe he didn't see it. Maybe he was looking away. But I think you hear that from like across the map. A few man-arms going in for a raid here. See those villagers running in with their baskets of food. They are not going to take the swords to the back. They are out of there. And here we go. Mangonel is taking yet again some huge shot on these man-at-arms. Boom. 1, 2, 3 go down right there. These ones are just about dead. Rams pushing in for Grubby. If he can take out these mangonels, Grubby could be in a good spot. Let's see if... Man, but is he going to do it fast enough? He has not really split these enough. And there goes a lot of longbows. He's currently healing it up with a single villager. It's kind of infuriating when this happens, but he's healing it faster than his man-arms can deal out the damage. And he's lost a lot of longbows. And honestly, this is a nice hold for Szalami. Using the villagers, you have to target the villagers. It's really frustrating how fast they do heal. But look at the difference here. He was able to basically kill all the longbows. He's continuing to gain his own man-arms back here. These techs are slowly coming. He should be... Oh, he's going to be training them faster now. If you check out, this would take now 5 seconds. 16 seconds for man-at-arms. I can't believe he hasn't lost this yet. There you go. Finally losing 1 to the villager that is on the front line. We have Mangonel and Springles on the back line. Villagers getting in on the action. Okay, so villagers chasing down this rams. Down goes 1 ram. The other rams, I think he lost another ram. He had 3, I believe. Villagers really unhappy. Let's check out the villager count right now. 61. Okay, so Grubby's at 76 versus 62 of Szalami. So Grubby is ahead on the eco rate now. Salami's techs are going to start kicking in, though, as he's getting these. Oh, did I hear an elephant? Yes, we do. A tower elephant. Now, he just lost a huge, massive longbows. I mean, a lot of units in general, and you need a good mass to deal with the elephants. So this is a nice time to add some elephants in to the mix when the enemy doesn't just have a critical mass, because sometimes it's easy to target them down in those bigger fights, but in smaller skirmishes, elephants can be extremely effective. So here we go. We've got mangonels. Man, the mangonels have just been haunting Grubby all game. He just keeps taking shots. He really needs to react with some springolds, but I don't even see a siege workshop, so... I honestly kind of feel like Grubby's a little bit misplaying this. Early on, I feel like he had the advantage. Even right now, he has the eco advantage, but he has failed to react. He's known for a long time that these mangonel are out on the field and has not made his own siege units to counter them. And now there's an elephant as well. Another just massive mangonel shot. I mean, this could be enough to be the momentum Szalami needs to win this game. He doesn't have any sacred sites. I thought advantage was to Grubby, but Grubby has just failed to make any siege units. No siege units. And a lot of invested in the man-at-arms, which like haven't got a ton of value. Okay, so there we go. We've got a tower taking some shots, and then we have that compound defender coming into play here with Szalami, starting to build some these stonewall towers, which will, of course, take shots as these infantry move up. Boom, man, I'm taking a shot. We're here, elephant back here. There he is. Okay, this could be a decisive fight. Huge mangonel shot, but it misses. Szalami being a little bit afraid at the moment. I would think, like, if I was in Szalami's shoes, I would be thinking, okay, there's got to be Springolds coming at some point, right? He's had mangonels out for like 10 minutes or something. But still, there we go. We finally have the siege workshop, but no Springolds yet. He was able to snipe off. What was that? Was that a Springold? I think it was a Springold, but we still have some effective mangonel shots coming in. Man-arms obviously can kite for quite a while against these longbows. They can just keep running after him. And that tower elephant's dealing out the damage. Okay, so excuse me. Hit the longbows kiting back, but Grubby's looking a little confused at the moment. He has all the eco in the world, but he needs to get his military tactics together at the moment. And, you know, this is the point where Szalami's in a really good situation because he's going to start building these stone wall towers. It's going to be super obnoxious. So now Grubby doesn't really have the time to sit back. He has to kind of be active out on the map. And now we have more tower elephants. I think Szalami's is going to keep throwing more elephants into the mix here. I had a question about the relic count. You can see 3 relics back here for Szalami. That's 300 gold per minute. And here we go. This is not enough English units to take this engagement. Surprised that he is even fighting this in the first place. Mangonel's coming in, and they're going to, man, this is going to be a massive hit. That's going to be GG right there. There's no way. He did take out one of his mangonels. He had the Springolds, but he should have waited till maybe the mangonels were dead. But the biggest issue has just kind of been trickling losing army. And you've got to have a serious mass if you're going to go toe-to-toe with elephants. The elephants were introduced after that first big fight and have been, you can see now, wiping out the rest of the English army. Grubby has a lot of resources in the bank, but those resources do nothing for you if you don't have them spent when the armies and the elephants come. And that's going to be GG. Szalami, Delhi Sultanate on a land map, taking a victory over the English. Hope you enjoyed this casted game. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this. We've got Delhi winning on a land map against the English. And I will see you in the next one.